halls of knowledge, where secrets twist and coil like smoke, John Dee walks with measured steps, his mind a labyrinth of arcane lore. He speaks in tongues unknown to most, a language written in stars, conjuring visions from the void, binding the unseen to his will. The Queen's eye falls upon him, a man of science and mystic art, a trusted sorcerer, scrying futures in his obsidian mirror. He whispers to the angels, their voices guiding his hand, calculating the heavens, charting paths that none could understand. But in the dark where shadows meet, the line between man and myth is thin. What price does one pay to see beyond, to glimpse the infinite within? Oh, John Dee, seeker of truth in realms unseen, dancing on the edge of the world's great stage, between the light and the obscene. With every spell, with every chart, you weave a story old as time. But in your quest you find yourself entangled in a web divine. Sorcerer, a man who dabbles with the unknown. But what if truth is hidden in the shadows where he's flown? The Queen's own mage with power untold, a mind that never sleeps, yet the whispers grow and the doubts take hold. What secrets does he keep? Years pass and the fame he knew fades like mist before the sun. A man once revered, now lost in the echoes of his own creation. He gazes into the black mirror, seeking answers in the void. But the future he once saw so clear now haunts him, and he is destroyed. But in the dark where shadows meet, the line between man and myth is thin. What price does one pay to see beyond, to glimpse the infinite within? Oh, John Dee, seeker of truth in realms unseen, dancing on the edge of the world's great stage, between the light and the obscene. With every spell, with every chart, you weave a story old as time. But in your quest you find yourself entangled in a web divine. Tale of John Dee ends, and life gives you such a fright. The shuttle flies through warp and weft. The summer sun has nothing left to give the field or scorched clay, but turn the golden wheel away. She sits beneath the ancient yew to pull the silver threads of dew and bind the frost in linen tight against the coming of the night. Oh, the loom is tall and the grain is low, the river waits for the ice to grow. Spin the wool and dye the thread, the green man sleeps in a frozen bed. Weave the pattern, strike the beam. The solstice is a waking dream. The copper leaves begin to fall, to carpet every stone and wall. his shadows in her hand, to cast them wide across the land. With nimble fingers aged and thin, she pulls the biting north wind in, and tucks the secrets of the seed inside a cloak for winter's need. Oh, the loom is tall and the grain is low, the river waits for the ice to grow. Spin the wool and dye the thread, the green man sleeps in a frozen bed. Weave the pattern, strike the beam, the solstice is a waking dream. 9 birds fly in a jagged line, tracing out a silent sign. The hearth is cold, the oil is spent, the sky is like a heavy tent. But in the dark the spindle turns, and deep inside the ember burns. Is nearly spun, to wait upon the rising sun. The tapestry is finished now, the crown is on the holly bough. She cuts the cord and sets it free, to drift across the leafless tree. And though the world is white and still, the wheel is turning on the hill, turning on the hill. The wheel is turning still, gold to grey and grey to green, the pattern that is never seen. The sun is low, a copper coin. Beyond the hedge, where shadows join, you walk the path of ancient stone. A queen of dust, and yet alone. I watch the light catch in your hair, a heavy weight in the summer air. The linen folds against your skin, where the secrets end and the prayers begin. Your fingers brush the barley head, I follow on a silver thread. So close the scent of crushed wild thyme. To want you so is a silent crime. statue carved, but not of stone. If I should speak, the spell would break, like morning mist upon the lake. So I will stay within the shade of the fevered dream that you have made. Softly, softly the evening falls against the garden's mossy walls. I hold my breath to keep you there, a ghost of grace, a quiet snare. The cock hath crowed the stars to flight. I leave the embers of the night, with leather bound and buckled fast, to leave the parish bounds at last. No horse to fret, no coach to hire, just heels of horn and heart of fire. My worldly sum is on my back, a tin of salt, a canvas sack. The hedgerows lean with morning rime. I keep the pulse of ancient time through weald and fen, where lapwings cry beneath a grey and steward sky. I'll dodge the beetle's prying eye and let the wealthy gallants by, for he who owns a manor's hall is bound within a stone-built thrall. The king may keep his crown of gold, and merchants count the cloth they've sold, but I've the road and nothing more. From mountain scree to shingle shore, with naught but what my shoulders bear, and God's own wild and biting air. A piece of flint to strike a spark, a tattered cloak against the dark, a wooden bowl, a sharpened blade to carve my supper in the shade. No deed of land, no vellum scroll to weigh the spirit of my soul. I drink the stream and eat the berry, and keep a conscience light and merry. The shadows stretch o'er spire and town, as the copper sun goes sinking down. I'll find a barn or lee of wall, where the evening dews begin to fall, to sleep as deep as any lord, without the fear of fire or sword. For a man with pocket void of grain has naught to lose and all to gain. Step by step, the rise. The land is wide, and the road is mine. The sundial speaks in shadows long, tracing lines where moss has grown. The blackbird sings a fractured song of kings whose names are carved in stone. The gate is open, hinges rust beneath the bough of tangled light. We turn to gold, we turn to dust inside the velvet coat of night. A silver cup, a crown of hay. The river runs both ways at once. The piper leads the stars astray, while ancient spirits join the dance. The gate is open, hinges rust beneath the bough light. We turn to gold, we turn to dust inside the velvet coat of night. Dreaming in the garden of the blind, finding what the daylight left behind. The candles flicker in the draught. The parchment curls within the flame. The witch's daughter only laughed when the wind forgot her secret name. In the velvet coat of night, was hell where shadows loom, where the air was thick and hope found no room. The iron bars cold, the silence so deep, but in our hearts the fire we'd keep. For though we fell, our song remains a haunting tune through the cold iron chains. It's an Irish fiddle or an old tin whistle. It's the way, my lord, better than to die by sword in a fight against a new cause. It's an Irish fiddle or an old tin whistle. It's the way, my lord, better than to die by sword in a fight against a new It's an Irish fiddle or an old tin whistle. It's the way, my lord, better than to die by sword in a fight against a new. It's an Irish fiddle or an old tin whistle. It's the way, my lord, better than to die by sword in a fight against a new. It's an Irish fiddle or an old tin whistle. It's the way, my lord, better than to die by sword in a fight against a new accord. The sickle moon is riding high across the heavy velvet sky. The fire smoke upon the hill, while all the modern world is still. We shed the cloth of daily care to taste the misty ancient air. The stones have watched 1,000 years, our dances, laughter, and our fears. Dance the circle, beat the ground, until the inner light is found. Weave the pattern, wake the sea, for the land's deepest winter need. From the bone and from the clay, to call the dormant's green man away. Dance the circle, beat the ground. Skin to skin with Jesus. embers burn. We leave the ancient circle now, with symbols marked on every brow. The ritual is finished here, to wait upon the coming year. Dance the circle, beat the ground, until the inner light is found. Weave the pattern, wake the sea, for the land's deepest winter need. From the bone and from the clay, to call the dormant green man away. Dance the circle, beat the ground. Dance the circle, beat the ground. Wake the sea, call the green man away. The lighthouse is an eternal weeping eye, bleeding amber on the foam. Beneath a bruised and violet sky, the wanderer is coming home. Or so the fever tells my mind, while I pace the limestone shelf, leaving all the world behind, to lose the pieces of myself. And the tide rolls in like a heavy stone, to crush the secrets that I own. I'm standing where the granite breaks, counting every breath the ocean takes, waiting for a ghost to rise, with the shipwrecked stars inside his eyes. The spray has turned my hair to glass, the wind has carved my face to clay. I watch the phantom sailors pass, their funeral ships in the bay. They say the water is a grave, a silent, cold and silver bed. But I am mistress of the wave, and I'll not believe that he is dead. Is that his hand in the white-capped swell, or just the ringing of the buoy's bell? The salt is stinging, the hunger grows, where the current ends nobody knows. I'll wait until the cliffs decay, and the moon is washed into the spray. blow away. But tonight the storm is screaming loud, a banshee wail across the deep. I'll wrap the mist around me like a shroud, until I join him in his sleep. The water is rising, the salt on my tongue. The song of the siren is finally sung. Watch the tide, watch the tide. Turn the sun. And though the land is cold and deep, the secrets of the seed we keep. The spindle turns, prepare the clay. Feel the heat of a steady gaze beyond the thicket through the haze. He hides his form in the willow's wake while I am trembling for his sake. I turn my shoulder, I tilt my head, a silent dance on a golden thread. He's hidden, he thinks he's wise, but I can feel those heavy eyes. The way they linger on my hand like a cooling tide upon the sand. I draw the water, I spill the wine, waiting for his hand in should step into the light, we'd burn a hole through the coming night. But still he lingers, still he waits, a lonely ghost at the garden gates. Come from the shadows, come from the leaves, the hunter caught in the web he weaves. I see you watching, I see you pine, break the circle and be